Muni lot. Here we are. Start some interviews. See what Browns fans do on a typical Sunday afternoon.
First thing first, you got to pay $25 to get in. Sometimes 50.
$25 just to park here. And the city acts like they're strapped for cash. Let's see, we're gonna head over to this tailgate right here. See a couple of our friends.
We do not own the copyrights to this music.
Here he is. We got our friend Easy Dog here. This guy, he's a lifer, he's a regular, he knows what's going on. Oh, he's getting down on the stripper pole?
Is this live? No,
not yet.
It's taped. This is definitely taped. This is your documentary?
Do we have permission to use you on air, sir?
Yes, you do. Do I need to sign my life away? Kiss my ass, right?
Whoa. I think we were going to get that far into it.
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Where's Sicko at?
He's here.
Go Browns!
All right, Ed, we want to ask you a couple questions if you don't mind. Start off with the easy one.
I'm easy. I am.
He's Easy Dog. We got easy questions.
All right.
What players will be critical for today's game?
Mayfield and Ward. As long as they're playing hard, everybody else will.
That's a fine answer. Well thought out. Okay.
Ready.
Give us your Browns fan resume real quick. How long have you been coming down here and what's on today's menu?
I've been coming down for 25 years.
Ooh.
I've been tailgating 17 of those 25 years.
Oh.
Season ticket holder for 8 of those. Today's menu is steak, potato bites, and turkey breast.
Wow. I think we got burgers. Okay. Final and most important question. Give us your prediction for today's game.
Is Sturmack going to come to the game? Not sure. It's questionable.
Okay, if he does come and the game does go on as planned, what's your prediction? What's the score? Give it to us.
Predictions: the Browns going to win by 6.
27-21.
Oh, total score. It's going to be 14-18.
Well, that's by 4.
Oh, by 4. Oh. I started drinking already. I'm not drunk enough.
People get here early.
I bounce out when I'm drunk. Yeah.
We don't ask
That's a good score.
We don't,
by 4.
we don't ask Ed to do math. That's fine. All right?
All right, sounds good.
It's Easy Dog
Go
from the lot.
Woo! Yeah.
What are your name?
Ashley.
Ashley?
Missy.
Ashley and Missy. All right, we got Ashley and Missy here in the front Muni lot. We're going to ask them a couple questions regarding today's game. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. So far, what do you got on the menu? First of all,
We have buffalo chicken dip, meatballs, hot dogs, and pasta salad.
all right. We're going to get into the hard stuff now. We already went through the easy questions, so here's the meat and potatoes. What players today are going to be key for the Browns to pull a victory?
Landry and Mayfield.
Good enough. How about you? No?
I got nothing.
She's got nothing. All right. What's your resume? What's your Browns resume? How long have you been coming tailgating and how long have you been a fan?
A long time. I'm 35, so a very long time.
Yeah, unfortunately, a very long time. All right, this is the question of the day. What is your prediction for today's game? What's the score going to be?
I'm bad at that. 35-17.
35-17.
Browns, obviously.
All right, we had to ask. We I had to ask. All right, that's it. Missy? Ashley? Thank you. Dale?
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the It's Better With You Fancast. I think this is number 9 for the season. How is everyone tonight? Hold on, wait. You guys are still muted, so you guys can't say anything. How is everyone tonight?
Woo! Here we go, brownies. Here we go.
Ooh, ooh. All right.
Terrific.
Who has the show on back there on their phone?
I think it's me.
Oh, could be. You should put your camera landscape, Tim,
Hold on.
so we can see all of you.
I don't think my landscape is big enough for that, buddy.
So what's up, everyone? Hey, Glenn. Hey, Scott. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Let's hop right into it. You guys watched Brian and I live from the lot. Actually, it's a taped session.
Well,
Where
live
we-
on Sunday.
It's the only thing that's not live.
where we interview folks in the Muni lot, get their experiences, their fandom, and their predictions for the game. So I think it went pretty well.
Those predictions.
Let's do it.
Predictions were pretty rough.
Oh, well, the game was pretty rough.
Indeed.
What do you got on the agenda for today, John?
Well, it's loading here, Bri. And so I'll get right into it. So up today, we have our intro and rundown, which we're doing right now. And we're going to get into some quotes. Then we have our Game 6 recap, which I have aptly named Lightning Strike Browns Back to Reality.
Great. I think that's a great title.
Thank you, Big Al.
Very creative.
Thank you.
Like the Chargers, a lightning bolt.
Chargers, lightning is striking. Okay.
Browns back to reality. We were all drinking the Kool-Aid if you look at our predictions
Right.
from last week. Then we'll do a little bit of a what the hell are we doing here, talking about some other news and notes from the Browns.
That's why I'm going with nothing but plain old water this evening.
I
And
hope
then we'll
it
get
zapped the Browns back to reality, not us. I hope it zapped them back to
Then
reality.
we'll get into our You Heard It Here First predictions. So, for those of you watching, share this on your page. Or invite people to the It's Better With You Browns Fancast group on Facebook. That's all you got to do. So
Or
you get
if you're in the Muni lot, come see us at E2 and chat with us.
That's right. You could be on the next episode. We will be in the Muni lot next on November 4th for the Kansas City game.
Oh,
I'll be making
Really?
making pulled
Really,
pork,
Al?
pulled pork sandwiches, coleslaw. I think some cheese corn, like a cheese corn casserole.
Is Suzanne going to go out and buy us another pie?
I got to look up Kansas City desserts. I was all set. I had one picked out for Atlanta. I'm sad I wasn't going to be able to make it. So, you guys ready to do some quotes?
Let's do it.
let's do it.
All right, let's get into it. Go full screen here. Show you guys the slides as well. Move our cameras over so people can see us. Who's this?
Hey, if you're a true follower and you know what that blue line means, it's time to take a shot.
It means that. Hey, what's up, Ray? It means that. Is that what you guys do now? You make drinking games to my slides?
Every time we see the blue line,
Well,
you
fine.
gotta do a shot.
Glenn, tune it up. Am I frustrated after a loss? Yeah. Trying to forget about it as quickly as possible. Move on to Tampa. We're on the road. Get the W.
I don't know who it is, but I'm going to say it's definitely a defensive guy. So, am I warm?
Let's let other people give their guesses first.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Hugh Jackson.
And
No, he wouldn't have said anything even close to that. It makes too much sense. I'm going to say... I I got no guess.
Oh, guys.
I'll go Baker.
That is Browns receiver
Oh.
Jarvis Landry
Jarvis.
on the loss to the Chargers. Now, he also left early after he didn't address the media until the next day.
I didn't even realize Jarvis Landry was at the game.
I didn't know he played.
Oh yeah, baby. That's exactly that's exactly the kind of quotes we need here.
You know why? He was targeted 10 times and it only caught 2 of them.
Right. I don't even remember those 2. So
for a total of 11 yards.
The juice was not loose.
Need a tad bit more production from our top wide receiver.
What's it, $17 million a year?
Let's not talk about that.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez. I mean, we all know what happened here. That was Tyrell Williams of the Chargers taking it away
from 3 defenders.
Randall in the end zone.
It was from 3. It was 3 defenders, wasn't it?
You guys should have heard. You guys should have heard the guy next to me screaming and crying.
Oh, it was terrible.
I don't remember who was next to you screaming and crying. Jim Klingenberg?
That's the rule. No, that's the rule though. So
I watched enough replays of that. I guess it could have went either way.
Oh yeah, but that's why. I mean that's why they got it. It was the right call.
Tie goes to the receiver, Brian.
You got to make that play. I mean, Randall has to make that play.
Agreed.
One of the 3 defenders that was there needs to make that play.
Well, yeah, but they got a 6'4" guy, and our guys are like 5'10". So, what do you want?
Good job, guys.
Just want them to do their job.
They did a great job. Can't take anything away from that. You rushed for 244 yards. They have all the answers. They had a good feel for what they were trying to accomplish.
That's got to be Hugh Jackson.
You would never say that they have all the answers. He would never say anything like, this cannot be a coach. This has to be a player.
Man, I don't know. I was going to go right away and say Hugh.
Oh, fuck no.
Well, keep us in suspense, John. Who is it? There it is.
Oh,
look
on
at
the in-game
that.
check down. So that was what they were inquiring about, that Phillip Rivers' ability to check down and go through his progressions.
So Hugh Jackson actually said they have all the answers. Oh, my God.
Yes. Yes, he did.
What an asshole.
Aside from the fact that Big Al got it right, can you believe he said that?
It doesn't surprise me.
They had a good feel for what they were trying to accomplish. Well, you didn't.
No, you definitely didn't.
You think at any point in that game, Hugh went over to Greg Williams and said, "Hey, man, what the hell's going on here?"
Now, Glenn just wrote, "Jim, what an idiot." So I don't know if he's talking about Jim or if he's talking about you. If you could clarify, we'd really appreciate that.
I honestly thought there's no way that a head coach in the NFL would say that.
Would say something like you rushed for 244 yards.
There's no fucking way that a head coach should say something like that.
There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Is that better, Glenn?
These are some good these quotes are firing people up. I like it.
No, I'm totally serious.
Now we all know who this is.
I know who that is. I heard it 20 times this week. Baker said it, I think.
Baker Mayfield.
We all know who that is. He's fallen on the sword for his team. Didn't have a heck of a good game, but wasn't helped. Got a lot of drops on this team so far.
Drops, and he got dinged.
Still leading the league in dropped passes, I believe.
Yes, the Browns are leading the league in drop passes. Yes, correct.
Yay. Go ahead, John. Read it off. Don't be shy.
Start faster. We're starting off slow and waiting for someone to make a play. And then the part where it's ... We should be starting fast and giving our defense and our special teams more momentum.
He's an offensive guy, obviously.
And Big Al picking up on the hints. Picking up on the hints.
I was going to also say Carlos Hyde.
I'm gonna say Todd Haley.
And
Duke Johnson.
Oh, Duke.
Wow, Duke.
Let's make a point that Duke was probably the best player we had on offense in the last game.
Got it. Who said? I got a quote for you guys. Got to get him more touches. Got to get him more touches.
Duke
Who says that?
That is
Every
this
week.
show's namesake.
That should be the name of this.
Right.
It should be the Gotta Get Him More Touches Fancast.
Got to get him more touches.
Right. You know what he also said, though? He said we have to score more points than the other team to
I
win.
can't believe he pulled out a Shermer.
There's no way. Did he really say that?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He absolutely did.
Oh, unreal.
The best.
And Brian, you know what he also said? He said we have to get better.
He did say that. I heard that in the interview today. He said he needs to be better. We got to get better, and we're going to get better.
How many times has he said that in 3 years? If you had
a lot
for every time he said that, would you be a millionaire?
If you had a nickel for every time he said that, you'd have Hugh Jackson money right now.
Yeah.
Gotta watch the film.
Glenn just posted the We Gotta Get Better Fancast.
That's definitely should be our name moving forward.
Right. We have to get better.
We got to get better.
Oh, man. Do you guys need to see the box score?
I'm looking.
No.
I'm looking right at it.
Okay.
What do
Let's
you
go.
What do you
Well,
want to know?
No, then I'm just showing it, so you just assume that it's up there, and we can take a look at our team.
I just know we need to coach better. We need to catch better, tackle better. You know, we got to get better as a team and improve.
Get more touches.
I couldn't believe the time of possession difference at like halftime.
Oh, the Browns were way ahead.
By like 10 minutes, 10 or 11 minutes or something. It was ridiculous, and we were losing at that point. I think 21-3.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were getting blown. But
blown out.
Rephrase that.
Blown. The blowout was already underway.
I don't know what section you were sitting in, but
oh man. So Nick Chubb had 8.3 yards a carry.
All three of them.
Right, and that's not even counting the one that got called back that he ran from.
Oh yeah.
And the only reason that he has an 8.3 yard average is because one of them went for 19. So that means the other 2 yards were 6-3 each.
Oh, but we're just saying. I mean, obviously the guy's got some pop.
Well, we got to get him more carries.
Yeah, we do.
David Njoku.
David Njoku.
Not doing bad.
Decent game.
Not doing bad.
I'm not a fan.
7 for 50. 7 for 55 is not really lighting the world on fire.
Not that great. And that guy, he had a couple drops, and I don't know. I'm not convinced. That guy, I don't know.
Jarvis Landry, 2 for 11 yards, and Antonio Callaway, 2 for 9 yards.
Antonio Callaway sucks.
Antonio Callaway is awful. I don't know what that dude's problem is.
He's terrible.
There's 17 targets between the two of them. They caught 4.
I think he was high.
That should help.
The best part about it is that they caught 4 between the two of them for a total of 20 yards.
Callaway's a really young guy that didn't play a lot of games in college because he got suspended a lot. He doesn't have a lot of experience, and you're expecting this guy to step into wide receiver 2 role. And
I can't believe what's coming through my ears.
That's all these passes. I'll stick up for the guy only in that sense, in that you can't expect a guy that young with that little experience to just put up
to catch the ball when it hits him in the hands.
Yeah, he should catch the ball. I get it, but I don't even know if he's running the correct route half the time.
But if he's there and it's there,
Well, then he should catch it. Right. He should catch it.
I mean,
Well,
if
I
he's
expect somebody in the NFL to catch the ball.
He's thinking too much when he's out there. I think he's
trying too hard, huh?
I think
Well,
he is.
you
Yeah,
know-
I think that's part of it. Sure.
And then by Jim's account, whoever decided to draft the guy should be fired.
No, that's not true.
What if he just doesn't have any heart or fight?
You're saying he's
No,
too
it's
young
a
and
bad-
inexperienced. Why are they trouting his ass out there in the field? I don't
He's
understand
in a
that.
tough spot, Brian. He's in a tough spot.
What,
Yeah.
the ball? He's in a tough spot because the ball didn't hit him in the face mask? Drops it more than half the time that it comes his way.
The one he dropped in the end zone was not in his face mask. It was not perfectly thrown, but it should have been caught. I'll give you that.
Which one is it then? It didn't hit him in the face mask, but
it was a tough catch. It wasn't
So,
right in the hands.
so let me guess. This is all going to come back to Hugh then.
No. I'm not
No.
saying
You
that.
promise?
And I'm pissed off at Callaway, and his production sucks. But
it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like he's sitting in your living room right now.
You sound like his agent. You sound like his agent.
Yeah, no kidding.
fine. You guys.
Oh,
Fine.
here we go. Now, well, how about
You and
Damian
Antonio
Ratley?
Callaway are you're sharing tacos tonight, aren't you?
Damian Ratley had a drop.
Not with you. I'm not sharing any tacos with you.
What's up, Connie from the lot?
She doesn't like that name. Connie from the lot is not a good nickname.
Damian Ratley had a drop early on in the game. He ended up with 6 receptions for 82 yards to lead the team in
He
receiving.
had a fine game.
Yeah,
Undrafted.
I agree. I mean, he dropped one. He
Six
dropped a
right.
couple too, but
I mean, 8 targets, 6 receptions. I mean, that's the kind of production you hope you're going to get.
And Duke Johnson,
The guy
again.
was just brought off the practice squad, and he caught 6 balls. So I'm not going to bitch about that guy. He was fine.
right.
Duke Johnson, again, 4 receptions, 73 yards.
He was
Proven.
the best player in offense.
Every time he goes out there, he can get a first down.
Yeah, and
Yep.
he's always been the best player in offense, literally for like the last, I don't know, 10, 16 games. I don't know.
Just say 2 years.
Yeah.
All right.
As long as he's been here, we got to figure out a way to get him more touches.
Demarius Randall had 8 tackles. Jamie Collins had 5 and an assist, but I did hear a bunch of people calling on the radio saying that he was loafing it again.
He got blocked by Phillip Rivers.
I saw that video.
Okay. That's all you need to know.
That is embarrassing.
And Phillip Rivers didn't just block him; he blocked him.
He did.
Phillip
He
Rivers
really
was ready
did.
for that game, man. Where is Myles Garrett?
On here?
He was.
I see him as 0 tackles and
he's
1
probably-
assisted tackle.
Not a great game for Miles. It
Not a great game. That's not even a good game.
was a bad game.
What is he doing?
Well,
I don't know.
they do have him down here for 2 QB hits. I don't know that I saw that.
Well, he would have had a sack, but they didn't blow the whistle on the false start, so Miles stopped running.
Well, you're only assuming that he would have sacked the quarterback on that play.
Correct.
Kind of like when they stopped running on that touchdown throw.
Correct.
Right.
Wanting it to be offside.
So, I mean,
Larry Ogunjobi notched half a sack.
I knew this was going to be a negative show, and I don't want this to be everything be negative, but there's nothing good to say.
No,
about
I mean,
that.
That's not true. That's not true.
What?
It was like the third quarter, and I looked over to my buddy. We're watching. I was at the game, and I looked over to him. I said, "You know what? We got a really good punter."
Yeah.
He was booming him. He was booming him. And Glenn did say Glenn says, I mean, you guys do know that the Chargers had it all figured out, as Hugh said.
Wait, what?
I mean, Cole Quit's got a
What
leg
did
on.
Glenn say?
Glenn said, you guys know that the Chargers had it all figured out, as Hugh said.
Oh, yeah. Hugh said they had
All the answers. All the answers.
He's saying that we didn't have it figured out. So,
And Ray says they were actually intentionally running away from Garrett. And that's probably why he didn't have as many tackles.
They scored 38 points. They weren't intentionally running away from anybody.
Like to the other side.
Can I ask a question? So, if they're running away from your defensive end, shouldn't your defensive coordinator adjust and throw some other guys on the other side.
They did that. Didn't they do that, Brian, to start the third quarter? They switched Agba and Garrett.
Yes, they did.
And they actually made a little bit of an impact for a minute.
But you know what? When they do that, when I'm playing Madden and they do that, I run the opposite play. So
that is awesome because I wish I would have it queued up right now, but I have a little screenshot on my phone. Let me see if I can bring it up here.
When I play Madden,
no, Brian, let me explain.
This is great.
That is the quote of the show.
It is. Okay, I'll take credit for it.
Here's the first one. This is a discussion around Brashad Perriman. Did anyone use this guy in Madden 16? Good Lord, he had 97 speed. And so then I see this. People talking about what kind of wide receiver he was in Madden. Effing video game? Stop it!
Who said that?
Stop it, Jim!
Wait, first of all, that wasn't me that texted that.
No, it wasn't.
No, but it was me that responded to it.
It's just timely that you're referencing a video game.
Hold on, let me speak for a second. My only point was, if that's all you're going to do is switch Agba and Garrett, they're just going to run the play to the opposite side. That doesn't do anything. You have to give them different looks. That's so stupid.
All I said was it appeared to work.
It's dumb. How many times did they run that quick receiver, not reverse, but when the receiver comes in motion behind the quarterback and they do that?
12 times.
They were going to run it as many times as they could because it worked.
Every time they ran it, they got 10 yards. So it doesn't matter who you put on the defensive end.
I hadn't seen that many reverses, since CYO. And the Browns fell for it every time.
Me too. Seriously.
It's just like every time. It's just like what Hugh said, and Glenn just alluded to it. They were unprepared.
Right.
Rivers was out there checking down at the line, reading exactly what we were doing. We cannot make any in-game changes, and that was it.
Yes.
It was
sad. It's not like with Rivers you're going to throw a bunch of looks at him he's not familiar with.
And John, whose fault is it when the team is unprepared?
Well, as you've always said, it's the coaching staff's fault.
I'd have to go to Madden and see how everyone's ranked.
Yeah. Let's simulate the game. Let's simulate the game on Madden and see who wins.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, hey, you know what? Back to Al's point, just to give you some stats. Colquitt, 6 punts. Yeah, he had a 54-yarder in there. He did have a 40-yard average. But here's the important part. Out of those 6 punts, 5 of them were inside the 20.
Fine. Colquitt was good.
That's the only – I mean, if you had to pick one positive.
Yeah, he was good.
There you go. Pro Bowl.
Now look at your top-graded Browns on offense and defense, according to Pro Football Focus.
Wow, Chris Hubbard, 78%. That is
wow.
Look at Myles Garrett.
Wow.
We're dogging him. He's the highest-rated defensive player, and they have a post on their Twitter feed that says, "Here's how we make our lists," just in case you guys wanted to know.
Yeah, but no, they do, and I've looked at it. It's pretty comprehensive. So I don't have any problem with anything.
Jannard Avery fixing to be a bigger player this weekend.
He has to be now because Schobert's out.
Bye-bye, Shoby.
So who slides over where is the question.
They're putting Kirksey in the middle now and Avery at outside linebacker.
Someone gonna wheel what's his name's old ass out there?
Who?
Jamie Collins?
Oh, Collins obviously is there, so.
All right, I got one more slide with some PFF stats, and we're gonna go. We'll transition into our "What the hell are we doing here?" piece. So, what do you think about the Denzel Ward one? Been the 4th most targeted CB through 6 games. Despite this, he's 10th. He's the 10th best mark among cornerbacks when targeted.
I thought we were doing. Okay, we're doing that then.
What did we do? What did I miss?
Well, no, you're on the PFF stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, at the bottom.
I'm looking at the what the hell are we doing? Oh, yeah, it just speaks to Ward's effectiveness. He's a good corner. He's proving it every week. Good.
Now, do you see the one right there for your boy Njoku that you're dogging?
Yards per route, run catches, and Njoku weeks 1 to 3. He's improved. Since Baker got the job, he's improved. That makes sense to me. It's good.
There we go.
Yep.
Big Al up and left this discussion. He's had enough of this.
He said F it. He said it sounds like they're going to go in a positive direction. I'm not going to be a part of this any longer. So you guys remember these that you see. Oh, he did leave.
He's like, I'm done with this.
What? I didn't cut him off, did I?
I don't
You may be.
Uh-oh. So we
Bye,
got
Big Al.
the Schobert injury. Who's going to step in for the wide receiver core? Jarvis left early. We've signed Damari Scott and Xavier Woodson-Luster. And we have the Bucks coming up. Any of those topics you guys want to talk about? Any of those topics out there? Topics that you all want to talk about? Thanks for tuning in.
I have no idea what these guys are going to do at wide receiver. I really don't.
None of us know who these guys are. We don't know what they're going to do.
Wait, who? These people they signed?
Right. Damari Scott and Xavier Woodson.
Xavier Woodson is a linebacker. Damari Scott's a wide receiver. They're not going to do much.
Exactly.
But maybe special teams.
I have no idea.
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Yes, sir.
All right. I got disconnected for a minute.
We know. We missed you.
We missed you very much.
Continue. I know.
Concerned.
I'm hard to miss.
Glenn says, and we'll go back just because I want to make sure I get this. Glenn said the jet sweep Jimmy. He said that the Chargers knew Greg Williams wanted to blitz Rivers all game, and they literally destroyed his game plan. But on to these guys. Go ahead, Al.
Look, I mean, here's the thing about the Chargers. If and I brought this up during the game too. They only lost 2 games to the Chiefs and the Rams.
Yep.
They're not a bad team. They're a good team, and the Browns aren't good. Now, are the Browns as bad as they played Sunday? No. The Chargers are a much better team than they are.
Right. And that's really all it comes down to for all of our negativity. Like, that's exactly the point. The Browns were feeling a little bit of themselves. Clearly, they thought they were better than they were and didn't have to put in much effort with regards to the game plan. And they went out and got dusted.
Do you want me to give you any kind of stats that I can find on Damari Scott?
Who the hell is that?
It's a wide receiver that we just signed.
And then he was. I think they just said they activated him.
So
he played in 41 games at Fresno State, catching 60 passes for 832 yards and 5 touchdowns, and returned 69 kickoffs for 1,470 yards as a senior.
Oh, he's going to be a real impact player. I can tell you that.
Was he undrafted?
Yes,
okay.
He was.
Just bring Corey Coleman back and call it a day. Let bygones be bygones. So everybody makes mistakes. They can kiss and make up, and they both need each other.
So we're rolling with Callaway, Ratley, and Landry.
It's terrible. It's awful.
Wide receiver Damari Scott and linebacker Xavier Woodson have been elevated to the active roster.
We have lost or gotten rid of Gordon, Coleman. What's that dude that's got hurt in practice? Ricardo Lewis.
Rashard Higgins is
gone. Higgins. Rod Streeter.
Higgins is only out for another 3 weeks, hopefully.
Oh,
okay,
man.
But we have no receivers. None.
Who would have ever thought?
Willie's broke his collarbone.
Who would have ever thought that we'd be saying, oh my God, we can't wait for Rashard Hollywood Higgins to be back.
He's been the most consistent wide receiver all season.
He's been a deep threat.
It's bad, man.
All right.
The situation is bad.
Rod Streeter broke his neck on that play, and we couldn't wait. We were screaming for him to get up and get off the field.
Does anyone care that Jarvis left early on Sunday? I don't think it's a good look.
Yes, I do. I think it's a bad look.
I don't. I would have got out of there as fast as I could because we left early too.
Well, thank God Jarvis
I don't
didn't leave
think
in the
it's a
third.
big deal.
No, you don't? How come?
Yeah, but I'm an emotional guy. You know what I mean? So
Right. I got you. I wouldn't be able to do it. I probably wouldn't be able to do it. I'd probably have to leave early.
Big Al, you watched Hard Knocks, right?
no, I did not.
You did not? Okay.
No,
So
I think it's the dumbest show ever.
Jarvis made a big speech during Hard Knocks about what it meant to be, a team player and how you had to play through injury and show an example and be tough.
Yeah.
And all this and that. And then he has a bad game. The Browns lose, and he takes the easy way out, and he doesn't talk to the press. That's just not a good look, and that's probably why he wasn't voted a captain.
I think you're overreacting a little bit.
Like I said, I'd have left early too, and I don't think I would have had the stomach at that point to answer any questions with the media. What are you going to say?
Baker did.
He gave the same answers that everybody else gives. It's the same. They don't even have to. I mean, why interview these guys? They all say the same thing.
It's all on me. It's all on me. It's my fault.
I did this. I did that.
Better.
Gotta get better.
Well, actually, no, that's not what every quarterback says. Because
we gotta get Duke more touches.
Every quarterback says the same thing.
Listen to Jay Cutler or even Ben Roethlisberger does not answer questions like that. So.
Those guys aren't they're not rookies either. Every rookie says the same thing.
You have Myles Garrett and fucking Jarvis Landry just bailing and not even answering any questions. It's bullshit.
What are they going to say?
The shitty look.
What are they going to say?
Jay Cutler?
He did say.
Listening. I said because they don't always give the cliche answers.
No, I said
Jay Cutler.
Rookies.
Yeah, why would you say Jay Cutler? He doesn't even play.
Ray.
It was just
if you want to be a team guy, you don't leave early. You stand there and face the music like your rookie quarterback does.
Oh,
that's
shit.
the point. You don't talk a bad day. You
guys never had a bad day at work and just said fuck it?
No, that's fine. But I get Jim's point. You don't talk a big game on Hard Knocks when the HBO cameras are in front of you, and then the minute you have a rough game, you're out of there.
Right. This is coming from the guy that left at halftime once.
It's a bad look.
I wanted to leave at halftime.
You know what? Another thing that pisses me off, too, is Jarvis thinks he's one of the best receivers in the league, right? Well, why don't you fucking show up and answer some questions?
Here's a
Why do you keep dropping the ball if you're supposedly one of the best receivers in the league?
Here's one positive note.
Get that damn dog off this show.
So let me get this straight. Jimmy K is going ape shit on Jarvis Landry for one bad game, but Antonio Callaway is a future Pro Bowler.
Well, that's kind of what I got from.
You have now really captured the Fancast, the essence of the Fancast, and what we do here,
bullshit. Big Al. Fucking bullshit, by the way. The
wishy-washy Cleveland fans.
That's true. Jimmy says, "I'm done with you for the night."
Quick question: Should Dorsey trade for a wide receiver?
Who?
Excuse me.
Should Dorsey trade for a wide receiver?
I mean, are we gonna open up the Amari Cooper discussion here?
Odell Beckham. Just a quick yes or no.
Oh fuck yeah! Sure.
What do you think, Amari?
I throw Jabril Peppers out there at wide receiver.
What do you think Amari Cooper's worth, draft pick wise?
I'd give him a 2.
I was just going to say a second-round pick.
Okay. So what do you think Odell Beckham is worth, draft pick wise?
He's a 1 for sure.
So would you right now trade? Would you at this point in the season, not thinking that you can save the season, but moving forward, would you trade your first and your second-round pick next year for those two guys?
Not for both. Yeah. I wouldn't want both.
Hell yeah.
Well, why wouldn't you get both established receivers? We have nobody now.
I don't think you have enough assets to get both. You don't.
Well, if you're going to give up a 1 and a 2 for each one, why would you? You're saying you wouldn't do it?
No,
you got to give up more than a 1 for Odell.
Hypothetically,
no, I understand what you're saying. I'm just asking if you would do it. Because next year your first 2 picks are gone, but you have 2 receivers going forward.
Yeah,
I just don't know how long you control either one of them for.
Cooper his contract's up in 2020. But Beckham, you would have for another 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, he just signed, right?
Yeah, he just signed, so you would have Beckham. Beckham, I would definitely do it.
So
Beckham for sure.
Let's say we'll throw out a huge hypothetical here. If Odell Beckham was available in next year's draft and you had the number 1 pick, would you take him number 1? With the receiver, with the receiving core you have now, and the quarterback you have, and hopefully that you still have these running backs. If he was available
with our first pick,
I just don't know why people are hesitant to give up a first rounder for him right now.
I always ask people, with your first pick, wouldn't you take that guy who's already proven himself in the league? Yeah, of course.
So I don't understand the hesitancy right now to make moves to get these guys and bring them in.
Their draft picks, they love draft picks.
But we're going to use these draft picks on unproven wide receivers. Now, why not use them on guys that have a resume?
I'll tell you the reason right now.
We all agree. I think we all agree.
Here's the reason. The reason is because for the last 19 years, okay, the biggest day of the year is the draft party. And people are afraid to give up that draft party because without that, you got nothing.
I shout out to Uncle Tim. Shout out to Uncle Tim. He coined our next segment. You heard it here first.
That's right. David,
at the draft party.
What was his name?
Davis Webb. Shortage of reasons to drink. Okay, we'll find some other fucking reason.
Brian, you were going to get the positives or one positive. Do you even remember what that was?
I had one positive that I could give you. Just because I'm trying to bring the mood up a little bit. And here's what I got. Demary Scott. He developed a good rapport with Baker Mayfield while playing on the team's second unit during preseason and camp. He knows the playbook too, so he'll likely have an advantage over newly acquired Rashard Perryman. That's all I got. That's as positive as it gets.
You know what? I totally forgot that Rashard Perryman might actually play. I can't believe we're doing this.
I think Rashard Perryman forgot he might play.
For those of you who are watching, we're losing viewers left and right. For those of you who are watching still, get your predictions in so I can get them coming up next, and you heard it here first.
Let's go right to it. Let's get right into it.
So Perryman was compared to coming out of college.
How was he in Madden?
I don't know, but he was a 97 speed.
Josh Gordon, except he can't catch.
That's what you want, is another wide receiver who can't catch.
Right. That's what Dorse brought in. That's what you got with that guy. The Dorse.
Ay. All right, guys.
What are we looking at?
Let's get to it. We're going to You Heard It Here first.
Man, I miss Uncle Fester.
Who is that?
I love your screensaver, John.
You do?
It's a very interesting screensaver.
They're hooky and they're spooky.
Who is Uncle Fester?
There he is.
Big Al Facebook post the past couple of days said something about I shaved and got a haircut.
I got you.
And I looked like Uncle Fester.
He was self-conscious, so he went to audio only. So
all right, guys. So get your predictions in there.
You got to hit that little.
Yeah, you're not on video.
Got to hit the camera.
You got to hit that little camera icon. There you go.
Oh, look at that light! It's like you're being transposed by Jesus.
He didn't even know it, man.
You've been
We can't see you with that damn light in the background.
Got so many fucking windows open I can't even.
That's a nice hoodie though. All right, everyone. So look at this. I mean, we all predicted the Browns. Do we need to go any further with that? No. No one wins.
Don't even look at it.
So we got Tampa Bay. They are in disarray, right? They're in maybe more disarray than we are, but they have a good offense.
They're in flux.
They did fire their defensive coordinator.
They fired their defensive coordinator.
The worst defense in the NFL.
Wow. We should be able to do something, right?
Right, but we don't have any receivers for one. So that sucks.
We got some. We got Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, where was he last? I don't know, 2 weeks.
That dude. Their secondary might just be pretty good.
Oh boy.
Of the Chargers.
Actually, I heard the over/under for this game is literally going to be like 70 points. So
It'd be nice if we could score over 17.
That's always fun.
Yeah. The over-under for the over. You're saying the over-under of this game is going to be 70?
I'm being a little exaggerating a little bit. It's going to be really high, really high.
Well,
that's what it was when you play the game in Madden. They scored over 70 combined.
Okay, I'm very, very sorry I brought up Madden the other.
Come on, Connie. Come on, Scott. Get your guesses in there.
Right now they got the over-under at 48.5.
Glenn is picking 30. Oh, it's switched. Sorry. He is not picking the Browns to win. He is picking us to lose.
Wow. Glenn's thrown in the towel. He wouldn't 30? Come on live, and
he said he was too upset. And then with the way Jim was carrying on, we just didn't want anything bad to happen.
Really? He said that?
No, we didn't say that. Ray says 35 to 24. We're going to win.
Wow.
I don't know if Jeff's here. He might not get his in.
I'll tell you what. Give me 28 for the Browns.
Now you're going there, right? You're off to Tampa.
Oh, that's it.
Off to Tampa. Are you going to put your hat on?
I got my hat on.
You Fancast traitor.
It's just for the game Sunday. I will be wearing my Browns apparel.
Look at this guy, everybody.
Tampa. He's going to Tampa.
Find him on Facebook and come after him.
There he is.
Give me the Browns for 28. Give me Tampa Bay for 26. It's going to be a close one, but
Whoa!
I am going to see a victory on the road.
Woo! Ray says all of ours are going to be rushing TDs, and Glenn said he wanted to see Chubb and Hyde having 15 carries apiece.
We'd like to see that every week. It's never going to happen, though. Chubb will get 3.
Jim, you got a prediction here?
I do, John. Glad you asked. My prediction is
you're going to share it with us?
Buccaneers 31.
Whoa.
Browns 28.
Oh, you suck.
Yep.
Wow. No one's drinking the Kool-Aid this week, that's for sure.
No, I can't do it.
Do
it.
We got 24 to 28.
Wow.
They lose a stinker again.
And you gets the axe.
I feel bad making these predictions because this team is so up and down. I never know what to do.
Not Big L.
What about Big Al? I think he fell asleep.
No, he's there.
I'm here.
He's ready. He's ready.
All right. I'm going with the Browns. 28. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 21.
Woo! I'm not the only one that picked them.
No way they hold the
All
Bucs.
right.
No way.
Listen, I hope.
You know what, Jim? That's the only way they're going to win this game is if they do.
There's no way.
I mean, because you have to score more points than the other team.
Well, that's what you said. He did say that.
I believe you said it.
And I agree with him. I agree.
I predict Duke gets more touches this week.
Duke's going to get 4.
Oh, finally, huh?
Have you seen the receiving core?
Ours?
No, theirs. That's what I'm talking about.
So
That's the problem.
We're going to head out. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
All right.
And thanks for showing up, you guys, on our It's Better With You Browns Fancast. We're going to leave with a couple more interviews from the Muni lot that Off to Tampa did. And then those will be posted individually to the page throughout the week. Share this group with your friends. Invite them to join. And we will see you next Wednesday. You guys have any closing words?
The Bucs are down there.
I don't know where I am anymore. I just know
down there.
These guys are going to beat these guys on Sunday.
Yeah, buddy.
If you can. Give us your Browns resume. How long have you been a Browns fan? How long
my life.
All your life? How long have you been tailgating?
About the last 12, 13 years.
Okay, same
years.
spot every week?
Well, we try to get the same spot.
Okay. And season ticket holder?
Huh?
Season ticket holder?
No, we just get tickets. About 25 of us come down here every year and just watch the game. Eat and watch the game.
Okay. Well, then that leads us to the next question. What's on the menu for today? What's your
hot cakes, sausages, eggs, fish, chicken. Yeah, we got the whole menu.
We might have to come back here.
Got to come back.
All right, give me this. This is a good question. What players today are going to be keys for the Browns to pull off a victory?
Of course, Baker Mayfield, Myles Garrett on defense. The offensive line, got to give him time. And they have to have a running game going today.
That's it. You know what? Here's
all of it.
Most important question. Everybody wants to know. Give us your prediction for today's game. What's the final score and who's going to win?
21-17 Cleveland.
21-17 Cleveland.
Yeah.
So far, everybody's on the same page in the Muni lot.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, Dale.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
We got Greg live from the lot here. Greg, we're going to ask you a couple questions. Is that okay?
Bring it on.
It's the It's Better With You Not So Live Fancast. All right, Greg. First question.
Go ahead.
What players will be key today for the Browns' victory?
Baker Mayfield, Ogunjobi, and the whole defense.
Ogunjobi. And the defense. That's good. And what's your Browns fan resume? How long you been tailgating? When did you season ticket holder? All that good stuff.
I've been a Browns fan my whole life. I remember the old stadium, Muni lot, when it was crazy. I remember sitting in the dog pound before it was called the dog pound. Wow. A lot older than I look.
How old are you?
40 years old, baby.
40 years old. You're right up there with me. We're on the back nine, but we're okay.
That's cool.
This is one of the important questions. What are you eating today? What's your tailgate spread?
Oh, I could eat anywhere here. Anywhere here. They're all offering.
You know, any idea what they're having today or what's on the menu?
I don't know, something electrocuted.
What's it like with the newfound fame?
Love it. Hey, I'm just a regular Browns fan. I've been going to games forever.
Heck yeah, man.
All right, here's the important question.
Yep.
What's your prediction for today's game? What's the score going to be?
27-13. Browns.
27-13 Browns. You heard it here first. Craig from Paintsville. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Who's the owner of this fine vehicle right here? Is that be you, sir?
Huh?
You don't mind if we take some pictures of it, do you?
No, it's fine.
No? You wouldn't mind answering a couple of questions for us, would you?
She'll answer them.
She'll answer them?
All right.
Is she the Browns expert in the family?
Are you the Browns expert?
Yep.
Not an expert.
No, but you have your opinions, you know. And you guys got the grills and everything cooking over here. I smell sausages. What's your name?
Marianne.
Where are you from, Marianne?
Avon Lake.
Avon Lake. All right.
You guys from?
We are from, well, he's from East Lake. I'm from Willowick. My name's Brian, and his name's Sean. And I'm about to hand that to you right now.
Okay.
We do a live fan cast every Wednesday night
Every Wednesday on Facebook.
at 7:30-ish, depending on what time we get started. And that's all we do is we talk about the Browns. We voice our opinions, and sometimes we get mad, and sometimes we're happy, and you know how that goes.
Yep.
So, if you don't mind, I'm going to start by asking you, what is your Browns resume, so to speak? How long have you been coming down to the Muni lot, season ticket holder, things of that nature?
Early 80s.
Early 80s.
Yep.
We got a veteran.
Yeah.
Some of these other people, I don't think they've been coming down. They might have got here today at 8, and that's about as far as their resume goes. Okay. What players today are going to be critical for the Browns to pull off a victory?
Well, Baker Mayfield and Myles Garrett.
Seems to be the general consensus.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be going that way. All right.
Well, Ward and Hyde also.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's it. We have a look. See, someone that can elaborate.
Yeah.
A veteran. I like it. All right. What do we got on the menu today? What are we having?
Just finished. We had Egg McMuffin sandwiches with sausage. We got ribs coming later. And chicken shish kebabs.
So you're doing breakfast and lunch today
Yes.
down here.
Well, as a group.
And she didn't say Egg McMuffin. She just said Egg a Muffin.
Yeah.
No copyright infringement on that one.
That's right.
All right. Here's the most important question today. What is the final score of today's game and who's going to win?
think the Browns going to win. I think it's going to be close. It could be another overtime. I don't know. I think it'd be a low-scoring game. I can't guess a number. I think it'd be a low-scoring game.
It's good with me. She says Browns win in a low-scoring game, possibly
17-16.
another overtime extravaganza. Can we take that?
I think it could be another overtime.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Go Browns.
All right, go Browns.
All right, we got Albert from Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, he's got quite a spread going here. All right, quick questions for you. Nothing fancy. First thing, what's on the menu today? What do we got going on here?
We're just keeping it simple. We got some brats, some beef hot dogs, some hamburgers going.
Okay. Man, they got all kinds of chips and buns and toppings and condiments. Man, we might have to come back here, John. I don't know. All right. What players are going to be critical for the Browns to pull off a victory today?
Well, of course, it's going to be Baker Mayfield, and we're going to try to get another Rookie of the Week for Ward.
Baker and Ward seems to be what everybody's going with. All right, give us your Browns fan resume really quick. How long you been coming down here? How long you been doing this?
Oh man, I'm 35, so since '83.
Since '83.
Yeah, I was born into this. I had no choice, man.
Just like the rest of us. Most important question of the day. Final score of the game and who's going to win?
21-17. Dogs, of course.
He didn't even hesitate. 21-17 Cleveland.
Let's go. And a nail biter, baby. Let's go, dog.
Hey, you heard it here first.